Previously on Big Brother. 12 strangers began the battle for $500,000.
What's up?
Among them, the mathlete, the baseball coach, the nurse, the dog groomer, the former cheerleader, and the bearded rocker. But two house guests had a secret link to Big Brother
I
past.
decided not to tell anyone that Vanessa's my sister. You know, she's a badass player, and I just don't want that target on my back so soon.
Being Cody's brother could be used against me. I need to be smart about how I use my brother's name and how that affects my game.
When Julie revealed the first twist of the night,
There are 4 stowaways in the Big Brother house that have been there since you first moved in.
4 fan favorites returned to play the game again.
Hello!
The newbies quickly formed a pact to stick together.
Stay to each other. Right.
All 12 of us, rookies, need to start thinking how to get them out the house instead of being friends with them.
And the returners sensed they might already be targets.
We gotta stay together as returnees, y'all know that.
We need to team up and stick together. These newbies could completely pick us off one by one.
Paulie decided to come clean about his lineage.
My brother's Cody from BB18.
You look just like him.
But Davon suspected he wasn't the only secret sibling.
I mean, it's cute to see Cody's brother and everything, but I see the little mini poker player to my left, too. Hey, Vanessa's sister.
Julie revealed a second game-changing twist.
This summer, you will play the game in teams.
So the house guests picked their new teams.
Michelle.
We are
Category 4! We are the Freakazoids!
We
Oh, big.
sister.
We are Team Unicorn!
In the first competition of the night, the teams were playing for reward, punishments, and safety.
The last team, with someone on their rocket, will arrive in Safeville, guaranteeing the entire team's safety at the next 2 evictions.
Shut up.
And winning safety was more important than ever when Julie dropped the next twist of the night.
The first eviction of the summer will take place before this 2-night premiere event is over.
After riding the rocket,
Oh, there goes one.
Natalie, James, Victor, and Bronte guaranteed their safety. The remaining teams were left to fight for their Big Brother lives in the 3-part Hit the Road competition.
Hurry, grab it.
In Part 1, Category 4 stacked their way to safety.
Let's go, baby!
And Big Sister claimed victory in Part 2,
Yes! Yes! Yes!
leaving the Freakazoids to turn on each other.
The house guest that loses this competition will be immediately evicted from the Big Brother house. The first 3 house guests to grab the flag will be safe and must decide which of you will become the first head of household.
And Glenn became the first house guest to hit the road.
You are the first person evicted from the Big Brother house, and your summer vacation has been cut short.
While the remaining Freakazoids chose Nicole to be the first head of household.
Literally the exact scenario that I was trying to avoid happened.
Knowing the newbies were against them,
12 against 4 aren't the best numbers. We've played this game before. We're good at competitions and we all have great social games. So don't count us out yet.
the vets went to work recruiting new allies.
That is so smart.
You guys can trust me 100%.
Feeling fearless, Jose revealed his true intentions to Davon.
I'm like a messiah for the newbies. When it comes to which to take out first, we'll do Nicole, and then we'll do James. I think Frank come later on.
And after Davon ratted him out,
This man is running around here like he's just like the man of Big Brother.
the girl from Ubley had her target.
I want to make sure he goes home.
Oh, you want to live your home?
Yeah.
Needing a pawn, Nicole leaned on her new ally.
So we need to guarantee like someone strong to play, like against him.
I could go to bat.
At the nomination ceremony, Nicole gave Jose and Paulie first-class tickets to the block.
I have nominated you, Jose, and you, Paulie.
I don't care because in this house, majority rules. And who rules the majority? Me.
Before the dust settled, a new twist rocked the house.
This summer, there's a brand new competition, and if you don't win, you could end up as BB Roadkill. The winner will secretly nominate a third house guest for eviction.
I knew it.
Fearing a newbie could win the roadkill and nominate a returner,
If one of us get put up, the newbies can automatically just all say, let's all just always vote them out.
Yeah.
the vets went to work getting numbers on their side.
With this new twist, it's obvious us 4 returners are the odd men out. So I need to bring in some numbers.
I'm just trying to make sure you're covered.
I'd be fine with being like final 7 or 8 with you guys.
And a new power alliance was born.
The 8-pack.
The 8-pack. I love it. I like it. This feels like Big Brother.
Meanwhile, Bridget, Bronte, and Natalie were forming their own secret squad.
The Spy Girls.
Yeah.
Female power.
At the inaugural roadkill competition,
Wasn't me.
Frank earned the power to secretly name a third nominee.
I have to take a double take because I almost don't believe it.
And after filling in his alliance,
Oh man, game running strong. What's up? What?
Frank decided to put one of Jose's closest allies on the block.
Boys, make some room.
Tonight, brimming with blind confidence,
The house loves me, so I'm not going to be worried.
Jose decided Paulie had to be the house's target.
The original goal was to take out a veteran. So what's the next best thing? Get out a newbie who's related to a veteran.
At the first veto competition of the summer, Paul fetched himself a golden treat,
There you go, top dog.
leaving Frank with a tough decision.
Now it's up to me to decide who's going to replace him.
While Bridget was sent to spy on the vets upstairs,
We should go up there. So you can get a perspective. Okay.
Jose called a house meeting downstairs.
Not one agenda with one person.
Vote Polly out?
Yeah.
And when Paulie found out,
What happened, Bridge? You weren't invited to the house meeting?
I don't know what's going on.
I know exactly what he's talking about in this meeting, and that's me.
he went toe-to-toe with the self-proclaimed Big Brother Messiah.
So what's up with you calling another house meeting, man? There's nothing to hide.
I ain't lying about this, only I'm lying right to your face right now.
At the veto meeting, Paul did the expected,
I've decided to use the power of veto on myself.
forcing Bridget to check a trip to the block off her bucket list.
If I find out who that roadkill is, you're my #1 target.
Who was divided? It was the 8-pack alliance on one side
The 8-pack.
The 8-pack. I love it. I like it.
and the self-described Messiah's loyal disciples on the other.
In this house, majority rules. And who rules the majority? Me.
Although Jose and his allies believed they had the
We
numbers,
have our 6 solid. You, me, Bronte, Paul, Zakia, Day.
the true majority of the house wanted Paulie to stay.
You guys can trust me. 100%.
It's humorous how Jose thinks he's running the house, talking about being the Messiah. I just can't wait to watch his expression when he goes home eviction night.
At the first live eviction of the summer,
By a vote of 7 to 4, Jose, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Jose's blind side left the house in stunned silence. And they let their ally Paulie rise to power.
Congratulations, Polly. You're the new head of household.
Polly taking the HOH is a perfect scenario because now he's going to get to go after Victor and I won't really get my hands dirty.
Knowing he could be the next target,
No, you're not. Polly is with us. Trust me.
Victor went to work on Paulie.
We gotta be careful with the girls, man. 8 girls in the house and only 6 guys.
But the new head of household had other plans.
You're next. I just gotta figure out whether I'm sending you through the front door or through the back.
Needing a pawn,
I like you, and I trust you. Appreciate that.
Paulie convinced Victor's closest ally to play for the other side.
We can guarantee that you are 100% safe.
I gotta do it or else I'm going home.
At the nomination ceremony,
I've nominated you, Paul, and you, Bronte.
a backdoor plan was set in motion.
I decided to put up Bronte instead of Victor. I'm gonna treat him like he's the king of the world, and then at the last second, boy, you out the door.
At the BB Roadkill competition, Victor took home the victory.
I won. Me. I just gotta figure out how I can use this to my best advantage.
Hoping to earn favor with Paulie, Victor spilled the beans.
Thank you for letting me know that I should just go and tell everybody in the house that you're the winner.
Paul tried to warn Victor about who he can trust.
Be careful with what you say. I would not tell anybody you lost. I don't think so, bro.
And Frank and Paulie continued to play Victor like a fiddle.
I hope y'all aren't playing me, man.
Don't get paranoid, bro.
That's what happens. That's the thing.
With the power to name a third nominee,
I was thinking like Tiffany or something like that.
Victor secretly sent Tiffany to the block.
Step 1, win the BB Roadkill competition, put up a girl that I'm not working with. Adios, senorita.
Tonight, worried about being nominated,
I don't know why Victor chose me out of all people to go up on the block, and I really don't know who to trust right now.
Tiffany started to spiral.
I really hope you guys aren't like screwing with my head.
No, Tiffany, you can't think that. We did not know.
The more I play this game with this girl, the more I am starting to see her sister Vanessa, the paranoia, the emotional roller coaster. That worries me.
Already having a contentious relationship with Frank.
It's almost like you're defensive for no reason. I'm on your side.
No, you got defensive with me.
Maybe my style of communication is different than yours and you don't understand it.
Tiffany quickly landed in Frank and Davon's crosshairs.
It's like I want to keep her around so we can do this 8 thing, but hell, Paulie can be 8.
And her detractors started to grow amongst the 8-pack.
She makes me so nervous.
This is the perfect time to strike. You don't pass up an opportunity like this.
Sneak attack. Wow.
With the power of veto on the line,
I spelled
Paulie toe it up.
You have won the golden power of veto.
At the veto meeting,
I have decided to use the power of veto on Paul.
Paulie successfully backdoored Victor,
Vic, if you could take a seat.
leaving the 8-pack with a huge decision.
At this point, I just want to reshuffle the deck and play my own hand.
But when 8-pack members Frank and Tiffany had a falling out,
You look right now like you don't care to even hear me out.
I really don't right now.
See, that's the attitude that
But
you
you
have. I
could-
can't stand that attitude. Seriously.
and Tiffany started questioning the alliance's loyalty,
I really hope you guys aren't like screwing with my head.
No, Tiffany, you can't think that. We did not know.
they considered taking her out.
Should we use this as an opportunity to vote her ass?
Yeah.
Looking for new allies,
I'm starting to think about that girl thing.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can get something going.
Tiffany tried to buddy up to the Spy Girls.
Those boys are so dominant.
Yeah, one in particular.
Are you talking about Frank?
Please don't repeat that to Frank.
But like most spies, Bridget was not to be trusted.
Did she say that to y'all? She wants me out?
She mentioned.
Concerned that Tiffany might expose the 8-pack,
One thing we have to worry about is her blowing up our alliance.
Frank informed his ally Paulie about the secret alliance.
All the girls were just like, oh, well, let's make an alliance. If they called it the 8-pack or whatever, stupid as hell.
After Frank told Davon what he had done,
I kind of clued him in on what was going on with the 8-pack.
Okay.
Mama Day was left fuming.
I need to keep this girl in this house because sometimes you got to keep the cat in the house to get the rat. And that rat would be Frank.
At the live eviction, Tiffany survived,
Tiffany, you are safe.
while Victor was evictored.
Victor, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
With the power back up for grabs,
Serve.
Friendship.
Bridget served the competition,
You are the new head of household.
giving her team Category 4 safety for the week.
I'm so excited.
Michelle, Polly, and Frank are all safe.
But Frank would really be the one pulling the strings.
Bridget being head of household is almost equivalent to Frank being head of household.
Wanting to get Tiffany out of the house,
I think if Tiff goes home this week, everyone will be happy, and I think you won't have any issues.
Frank convinced Bridget to do his bidding.
I've nominated you, Paul. And you, Tiffany. It's just a game move.
Unbeknownst to Frank, his behavior in the house was starting to rub people the wrong way.
Sometimes his jokes go a little too far.
And after an encounter with Davon,
Stop pinning me on my head, Frank.
I don't care how much I make you feel like we're good friends, I ain't never told you got permission to slap me on my ass.
I'm sorry, Day.
Frank's alliance officially turned against him.
It's almost over for him. It's a whole nother ball game next week.
At the roadkill competition, Frank won the right to secretly name a third nominee.
Woo! Woo! Another roadkill win for your boy.
Trying to remain loyal to his alliance.
Now it's just time to clue in the rest of my alliance and let them know we're all good to go.
Frank let the 8-pack in on his win.
I did.
I knew it.
I'm glad that he decided to tell us this information. However, Frank, I still have my eyes on you.
At the roadkill reveal, Frank secretly put a spy girl on the block.
I'm so upset. I'm super angry. Having one of my best friends nominated sucks.
At an explosive veto comp, Bridget cooked the competition.
You have won the golden power of veto!
Wanting the nominations to stay the same, Frank came clean to Bridget.
I won the roadkill comp this week.
Frank really knows best.
And she continued to do his bidding.
I have decided not to use the power of veto.
His former allies considered flipping the script.
If we flipped and kept her in here, because she's gunning for Frank.
At first, Paulie was gun-shy.
You gotta think, long term, Bronte's not winning anything anytime soon.
Why are we going to keep somebody who's an emotional player like this, who can blow up at any moment and blow up everybody's game in the house?
But ultimately was convinced.
So us 5, and like we'll be up a swag, right? To not know who did what, and he'll panic.
Meanwhile, Frank was planning a future target of his own.
You alright with the Day thing?
Yeah, no, I swear.
She might be the bigger target next week.
And when word got back to Davon,
He's like, what do you think about getting Daya? I'm like, yeah. Frank said you're in on it, and then you told him, don't tell Michelle or something.
it solidified Frank as next week's target.
Any impulse at all that I had to work with Frank is completely gone.
Before the eviction, Tiffany called Frank out.
Dictatorships rarely work out for the dictators in this house. If you want to keep me, I'm not targeting any single one of you, but said dictator and his little Cabbage Patch Kid.
And when the votes were revealed, the mathematician was subtracted from the house.
Bronte, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
At the head of household competition, it was the house versus Frank.
Come on!
But in the final round, Paulie had no choice but to go for the power.
Congratulations, Paulie. You are the new head of household.
Knowing the house had flipped on him,
I got a little time to figure out who voted where and who wasn't on my side. Because right now, it's just me and my little Cabbage Patch Kid.
Frank had a war of words with Tiffany and Mama Day.
You told me in the bathroom that she was going to put me up.
I don't talk to you.
Okay, well now she's just lying. That's good, just lie. I love that you're just lying.
And Tiffany learned that Davon had betrayed her.
You told me Tiffany came to you to talk to you about getting with Bronte and Natalie, and that she wanted to come after me.
I did tell that to Day, so how would he know that if it didn't come from Day?
Feeling alone in the house, Tiffany had no choice but to form an unholy alliance.
I'm making a deal with the devil. I'm not the devil.
At the nomination ceremony,
I've nominated you, Tiffany, and you, Natalie.
Paulie made his target clear.
Last week, there's 3 people in the house that wanted you gone. Those same votes that saved you will no longer be there.
Angered by the speech, Tiffany wanted to attack Paulie's allies.
Disperse them.
Polly, you're such a pompous jerk. Because I can't get you out this week, I'm gonna go after the next best thing, and that's your little group of minions.
At the roadkill competition, Tiffany took home the win.
I really want to shift the power in this house.
With the power to secretly name a 3rd nominee, Tiffany took a shot at Paulie's #1 bro.
The beast is unleashed this week, and I'm coming after you.
Summer love was in the air. But when Davon was invited to be part of an alliance with 2 of the showmances,
Paulie wants to leave it at that.
she immediately felt like the odd woman out.
Zakia wants to be in this 5-person alliance because she thinks Paulie's cute, and Nicole is on board because she thinks Corey's cute. And where does that leave me? The 5th wheel.
In a must-win veto competition for Tiffany,
That's you, homie.
she melted under the pressure,
Sorry, Tiffany, you've been eliminated.
making it Christmas in July for Corey.
You have won the golden power of veto.
Knowing Tiffany had to name the replacement nominee, Davon started to get paranoid.
Tiffany needs to save herself this week, and in order to do that, she needs to put up a target bigger than herself. That could easily be me.
And after Tiffany took offense to Day's action,
Like, what's the plan?
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. Why?
Just asking.
See how shady she is?
the Russo sister had a new target in her sights.
She's scary. I want to put her up.
At the veto meeting, Corey came off.
I've decided to use the power veto on myself.
And Tiffany put Davon on the block. Frank went to work to keep her safe.
Tiffany's a lone wolf right now. I feel like if we keep her this week, she's going to go after the girls.
That's a good point.
But it was not enough to sway the house.
With 8 votes to evict, Tiffany, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Julie made a major announcement to the house.
As of tonight, the team twist is officially over. And with it goes the roadkill competition, which means moving forward, everyone is on their own.
And later that night, she revealed a shocking twist.
In a twist called the Battle Back, the first 2 evicted house guests battled against each other. The winner took on the next evicted house guest, and so on. In the end, only one was left standing, and tonight, they are coming back into the house as if they had never left.
No! This is gonna be awkward.
So Victor made his triumphant return. In an epic head of household competition, the house guests partied till the break of dawn.
The sun's coming up, but the party's still going.
And it came down to Bridget, Davon, and James.
You're doing good. You're killing it.
When James offered up a deal,
I'm not putting you on.
Frank advised Bridget to trust him.
I'm done.
Do it.
So she and Davon agreed to drop.
Congratulations, James. You are the new head of household.
Woo!
And Natalie sealed James's win with a kiss. Despite the deal, the house still wanted Frank and Bridget on the block.
It's just I publicly made a deal with them, you know? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
So James had to choose whether or not to break his word.
No matter what I do, I'm gonna have blood all over my hands.
Your word is all you have in this house. You definitely don't try to break it unless you absolutely have to.
At the nomination ceremony, James broke his promise.
I have nominated you, Bridget, and you, Frank. Go big or go home. They've been safe for 4 weeks. It's time to attack.
Tonight, in a must-win veto competition for Frank and Bridget.
Frank, you have been eliminated.
There is my girl, me.
They ran into a roadblock called Big Meech.
You have won the golden power of veto.
When Frank asked Michelle if she would use the veto,
What do I gotta do to get you to use the veto?
she made her feelings perfectly clear.
She needs to go.
I'm not going to campaign against her.
I had a little bit of a crush on him in the beginning, and all of a sudden he went with Bridget.
At a house meeting,
I want the power veto used, and I want Tay put up in my spot.
Paulie told Frank what everyone was thinking.
I hate seeing you try, and it ain't gonna work. Well, thank you. One of you guys are going home.
After a confrontation between Bridget and Michelle,
I felt attacked by you. Me and Frank, we used to be like this. Then you swooped in.
Meech considered saving Frank.
Perhaps using the veto on Frank would be best for my game because I need her gone.
But in the end, she did as the house wanted.
I've decided not to use the power of veto.
When a mystery message appeared,
Hey, guys.
Oh, guys are all around you.
Frank had a new hope.
I'm hoping for something that can maybe keep me and Bridget both safe come Thursday.
After everyone tried to solve the clues,
Just let your boy work. He's good with puzzles.
Paul was the first to crack the code.
Oh my God.
And he discovered a game-changing new twist.
Before you are 12 sealed envelopes, each one containing a Big Brother Airlines ticket.
If I get that one round trip ticket, I can come back into the game if I get eliminated. Oh!
Soon after, the rest of the house found the secret room. And everyone secured their shot at the round trip ticket.
If you hold the round trip ticket, you will immediately go back into the Big Brother house.
This is making me happy as pie right now. Bon chance.
At the eviction, Udi's booty was kicked to the curb.
Frank, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
And Julie revealed he did not have a return flight to the game.
And it appears you're taking a one-way trip home tonight.
After your boy rose to power,
Nobody's beat Paul Shot. Congratulations. You're the new head of household.
he set his sights on taking out Bridget.
Now it's time for me to finish the job that we started last week. Bridget, you better watch your back.
Paulie thought Bridget could be a valuable ally.
Without Frank, Bridget is a different player completely, and I'd rather have her on my side.
So he tried to steer Paul toward a different target.
I think this weekday would be a good target to get out of the house.
But Paul wasn't biting.
Man, I really need to get Bridget out.
Needing a pawn to go up next to Bridget,
I just need someone who's gonna step up.
no one was willing to do the job.
Anybody? No, 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 no. Awesome, great. Thank you, guys. Teamwork.
So Nicole threw her hat in the ring.
If you think I'm strong, fine.
That's a solid answer.
I'm not the best at comps, but
I just freaking volunteered to be a pawn.
Immediately having buyer's remorse.
Oh, you're better at comps.
Y'all are really gonna talk me into doing this?
Now I'm having second thoughts and I feel like I made a huge mistake.
Nicole shared her fears with PP.
I have never, ever even considered volunteering to be a
Nicole.
pawn. I just do not want to get screwed.
So Paulie knew he had to step up to the plate.
That's it. I'll go up. I like veto competitions.
I pull you off, you pull yourself off.
Let's do it.
PP always pulls through.
At the nomination ceremony, Paul's target and pawn hit the block.
I've nominated you, Bridget, and you, Paulie.
But Paulie still had his sights set on a bigger fish.
All I'm focusing on is the veto competition, pull myself down, replace myself with Devon, and send her packing.
Paulie and Zakia had a flirtmance.
So you saying I got a shot?
But when Paulie wanted to cuddle with Paul instead,
I'm sleeping with Paul. Finally get a good night's rest.
she got jealous.
What did I do to him?
Nothing.
And there was trouble in paradise.
We don't have to be acting like this. Like
We ain't acting anyway.
You're making me feel bad for no reason.
There ain't no.
After Paulie won the veto,
Congratulations, Paulie! You won the power of veto!
he and Zakia made up.
Me and Paulie had a rough night last night, and I just want to congratulate him and let him know that I care about him, and I still want to work with him in this game.
And he told her Devon might go on the block.
Got a good feeling that Paul's gonna put up Devon.
But she tried to put a target on Paul.
Who do you think the target should be?
Paul could easily win.
I see your point.
Zakia brings up Paul's name. And obviously this concerns me because Paul's one of my closest allies.
Paulie immediately threw Zakia under the bro bus.
She just had a conversation with me saying that we need to take you out.
And Paul considered putting her up.
I choose the replacement nominee. Are you asking to go home? Because I will gladly put you on.
Knowing Devon was going on the block,
I feel like I got a hint and let her know just in case she has a round trip ticket and somehow comes back in the house. Your boy doesn't want to bite himself in the butt.
Paul tried to soften the blow.
I would not do something unless I was 100% positive.
The fact that one of my closest allies wants to put me on the block, it sucks. It sucks a lot.
But ultimately stuck with the original plan.
Devon, if you don't mind.
While everyone else was in on the scheme to get out Day,
James, you're 100%.
Yeah.
Michelle and Zakia were left in the dark.
I'm like pretty confident that you're gonna be staying.
You good. You'll be here.
At the live eviction, Davon was day gone.
Davon, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Leaving Big Meech and Zakiya blindsided. Paul, Paulie, Victor, Corey, and James made a Final Five alliance.
The executives? The executives, I like that. Executives.
With the hashtag HOH on the line,
I can't anymore.
Victor ensured the executives controlled the power.
Congratulations, Victor! You are the new head of household. Woo! Come here, big boy.
Paul immediately had his target set.
I think this week, got it wrong.
So the executives got Paulie's blessing to go after his flirt mats.
As long as we got your blessing, of course. We have my blessing.
After Michelle confronted James,
I'm not important enough to tell what the house is voting. You know what I mean? It's really hurtful.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't check in with you.
he filled in Paulie.
She was like, oh, the votes didn't come out the way they were supposed to. You didn't fill me in. You lied to me or something.
And the Calafiore kid considered pulling the trigger on getting Meech out instead.
Michelle had another emotional breakdown. This girl's a loose cannon. It may be better for Michelle to go this week.
With another care package flown in from America,
James!
James was the big winner.
America sent you the power to eliminate 2 eviction votes at the next live eviction.
But he was feeling anything but lucky.
The power to eliminate 2 votes makes me a little nervous, and I know there's gonna be a lot of eyes on me.
At the nomination ceremony, Victor's nominees were no surprise.
I have nominated you, Zakiya, and you, Michelle.
But his speech was very surprising.
Michelle, it should be clear to see. You were rude and mean. Yesterday wasn't the day to piss people off.
PP disagreed on who the target should be.
I think Z goes, she is a stronger girl. I think Michelle is an emotional wreck that will just blow up.
If I have anything to say about it, Michelle's going home because I'm doing what's best for my game, not his.
So Paulie went behind Paul's back,
Michelle is definitely better for Paul and Victor's game.
hoping to use James's power to flip the votes.
James having this power is huge because I can still get Michelle out of the house without having to have Paul on board.
At a messy veto competition, Paulie once again found gold.
Congratulations, Paulie! You have won the golden power of veto.
If I don't use it, I'm gonna piss off Zakiya. If I do use it, I might piss off some people in my alliance. So at the end of the day, this is a huge decision that I have to make.
Confident he could keep Zakiya safe,
Even if I don't use it, you're still not going home.
Paulie decided to leave her on the block.
I have decided not to use the power veto.
Tonight, either Zakiya or Big Meech will be evicted. But then, after Natalie accused Paulie of being inappropriate,
You're actually being very disrespectful.
You're being disrespectful.
the New Jerseyans went toe-to-toe.
You want to throw around words like uncomfortable and disrespectful, you better be able to back them up.
Hey, so if you can't handle it, don't do it.
Which left some of Paulie's allies uncomfortable.
Paulie is a ticking time bomb, and I don't really think I can trust him anymore. So guess what, Paulie? I'm gonna distance myself.
But the House was secretly rallying against him to flip the votes.
Paulie is the root of every... We've been taking out all his people that's been targeting him. Put your big boy pants on.
Before the eviction, James broke the news,
I'm clipping your girl. Is that what's happening? That's what I'm gonna do.
making Paulie's blood boil.
So when are you gonna tell me? What? When are you going to tell me? Tell you what? I'm asking you if you knew. No, bro. Well, why coming in hot on me like that? You're a really aggressive person. James, I'll make it simple like this. You better win this HOH.
With the house guests thrown into a double eviction,
The night you have all been anticipating is finally here.
they first said see ya wouldn't wanna be ya to Zakiya.
Zakiya, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
After Corey won head of household and veto,
Congratulations, Corey. You are the new head of household. You have won the power of veto.
he solidified the guys were going to stick together.
So are we doing this or not, man? I mean, I'm all in, bro. Let's go. Dig him out.
And they told Bridget to hit it.
Bridget, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
With the head of household on the line again, The Puerto Rican sensation rose to power.
Congratulations, Vic. You're the new head of household.
Paul still wanted Paulie out of the house.
Paulie and Corey. One of them is Corey.
So he got Victor on board with the plan.
Go down to eat. We need to think about Harvey.
America sent another care package.
Nicole!
Giving Nicole safety and a new outfit.
Not only will you be safe from eviction this week, you'll be safe from everything. Thanks to a super safety costume.
Yeah, I don't mind. I think it's kind of cute.
At the nomination ceremony,
I've nominated you, Paulie, and you, Corey.
Victor officially turned his back on the all-guy alliance.
I still love you as people, but it's a game, and this is what we're doing.
At a presidential veto competition, Paul joined the Secret Service.
Checkpoint 1 is cleared.
Corey became a patriot.
America.
Paulie was forced to make apple pies. And Victor won the veto.
Give me a hug.
I don't care if I'm called El Douchebago, because I El Winno.
Feeling defeated, Paulie started to spiral.
Part of me wants to just say, money, whatever, get me on a flight so I can get back home.
And it was more bad news at the veto meeting.
I can forgive, but I can never forget. Having said that, I've decided not to use the power of veto.
Although Paulie tried in vain to get some votes.
I figured you would give me a sympathy vote if you knew the votes were going a certain way.
I would.
Before leaving the house, Paulie said James should be a target.
There's another person that put us in this situation. James.
Sounds good.
Let's get ready for this day.
So Nicole quickly ran to Natalie and James and blamed Paul for the plan.
That's what Paul said he was gonna do, and so I don't want you to think that's what I'm gonna do.
I trust you.
And then she and James discussed a couple's team up.
We'll get you changed out of there at least.
I would love for me, Natalie, and you, and Corey. Dude, that would be quick.
He was served a big slice of humble pie at the eviction.
By a vote of 5-0, Paulie, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
In a terrifying battle for head of household.
Are you okay? Yeah.
The cheerleader conquered the black box.
Congratulations, Natalie. Here's your HOH.
Paul and Victor hoped they were safe.
They could.
The last 2 times that I won HOH, I didn't put her up on the block, so I'm really hoping that she thinks about that and doesn't put me up on the block.
But Jadalee was secretly plotting with Nicori.
Them two together, I feel like they're just a very strong duo.
It's down to final 7, so people got to go.
America sent the next care package to Big Meech. Naming her the co-head of household.
With this power, you will share all the perks of the HOH. You will also be responsible for naming one of the 2 nominees for eviction.
Meech wanted Nicole on the block. But Natalie had bigger fish to fry. And although Michelle was fine with Paul being a target,
I was blindsided with Jay leaving, and Paul lied to my face. He's obviously playing both sides of the house and very, very sketchy.
she didn't want Victor on the block.
I feel bad about Victor.
I don't want to put Victor up because Victor has never harmed me or done me wrong.
Once Natalie agreed to be the one to nominate Victor,
I don't want to be the person to put it Vic, to be honest. So I'm just gonna...
Big Meech decided to play ball.
I have nominated you, Victor. I've nominated you, Paul.
And she let Paul have it in her speech.
I've heard a lot of stuff about you, lying to my face.
Paul went to work defending his good name.
Everybody right here, tell me why I'm alive. Let's be adults. Let's talk about why I'm alive.
When you're not heated, I'll have a conversation with you.
I'm not heated. If you're gonna put me on the block, at least have factual evidence against me.
After Paul won the veto,
Whoa! I gotta make sure that Corey goes up as my replacement and keep Victor in this house.
Michelle took a shot at Nicole's boy toy.
Corey, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to...
with James as the swing vote.
Obviously, Nicole's gonna vote to keep Corey, and Paul's gonna vote to keep Victor. It's all up to me. I guess we'll see what happens. This could get crazy.
Victor and Paul worried he was swinging toward Corey.
I don't like the way James and I are talking.
James, you're that third vote this week. You're the deciding factor. If you're sending one of them home, why are y'all kumbayaing in the backyard?
So they hatched an elaborate plan.
Maybe me being buddy-buddy with Vince, making him like, maybe we shouldn't keep Corey in.
If this plan somehow works, and James, Natalie, and Michelle get so paranoid that they send Corey home, then wow.
After Paul made it seem like he was besties with Nicory.
What's up, Brage? There's a line I don't cross. Like, I don't disrespect my parents.
Victor made a convincing pitch.
If I go home this week and he is tied to them, you're.
Before the eviction, Paul had it out with Meech, James, and Natalie.
You guys have made decisions together a lot.
I begged him not to put Bridget up. He still put Bridget up.
That was her best friend, but I put her up anyway.
And James let slip that Natalie wanted to vote out Corey.
She really wants Victor to stay.
Which made Nicole wary of her alliance with Natalie.
Shows me so much.
But it was not enough to sway James.
I vote to evict Victor.
And Elfit Vic was evicted for the second time this season.
Victor, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Julie then surprised the house guests with some big news.
There is a lot more at stake than HOH because the 5 members of the jury will be battling alongside you. And the last juror standing will be back in the game.
And the once departed returned to the house. After Victor battled his way back into the game.
Your boy is unevictable.
Nicole battled her way to the head of household.
Congratulations, Nicole! You're going to the new HOH!
Paul and Victor proposed working with Nicory.
If you want to make a deal, the power lies here. If we legitimately work together.
You should be unstoppable.
Maybe working with Paul and Victor, is the better option.
Leaving Nicole caught between 2 Final Four alliances.
This is where my morals are kicking in. It's going to be very hard for me to do.
Super scary to be in the middle of this, and we'll see where it goes.
America sent Corey the last care package.
Corey!
Oh, yeah!
Giving him the power of the BB bribe.
You may offer one house guest $5,000 in exchange for an action that will benefit your game.
Nicole wanted Big Meech gone.
I really want her to go this week. I don't trust.
We support whatever you're going to do.
So Paul agreed to be a pawn.
Put me up. I'm trusting you.
Agreeing to go up as a pawn shows Nicole that I absolutely trust her.
And a new alliance was formed. At the nominations,
I've nominated you, Michelle, and you, Paul, basically for the same reason. You're both coming after me, therefore you're both a threat to my game.
Michelle was clueless that she was the true target.
The fact that I'm on the block with Paul makes me feel a lot better because he...
Leaving Natalie, James, and Meech clueless to her true target.
Nicole made it very clear that Paul was her target. We just need to make sure that he can't win the veto.
I know.
At a holly jolly veto,
Whoa!
Nicole found herself on Santa's nice list.
Congratulations, Nicole!
And she considered making a big move.
What do you think, dude? We could get one of them out this week.
I do hold all the power this week, but now I have to decide, do I keep nominations the same, or do I decide to mix things up this week?
To be the best, you gotta take out the best, too.
At the veto meeting, Nicole stuck to the original plan.
I have decided not to use the power veto.
And Natalie and Michelle were still in the dark.
This right here lets me know that I can trust Nicole and Corey. I'm going to have to get busy and ensure the main primary target is to send Paul home.
With James and Natalie clueless.
I know you're staying. My gut, it's 99.9% right.
The eviction votes ended in a tie.
And we have a tie. 2 votes for Paul, 2 votes for Michelle. Nicole, As current HOH, you must decide who will leave the Big Brother house.
And Nicole kept her boy safe.
Sorry, Michelle, I have to vote to evict you.
With 3 duos left in the game, they all took a crack at seizing the power. But Victor Eggs terminated the competition.
Yes! Congratulations, Victor! You are the new head of
Wanting to remain loyal to Nicole.
Not only did last week Nicole and Corey keep myself and Paul safe, but Corey gave me the $5,000 bribe. Now I can show them how much I trust them by keeping them safe this week.
Victor set his sights on the other showmans.
Let's win this veto so James cannot take himself off.
Natalie knew they were the targets.
I miss you. I'll tell you this week.
So James tried to throw Nicole and Corey under the bus.
The reason why I didn't give you that last vote is because me and Natalie had a Final Four with Corey and Nicole.
But Victor had no intentions of flipping sides.
James and Natalie used me in my HOH to get Paulie out and then turned on me and sent me home. That's not loyalty.
At the nomination ceremony,
I've nominated you, James, and you, Natalie.
The unlikely showmans met a likely fate.
James, you were the deciding vote in voting me out a couple weeks ago, so it only makes sense for me to put you up and hopefully you go home this week.
Natalie tried to make amends with Paul and Victor.
I want to talk to Paul and Victor just to clear the air and apologize.
By pointing the blame elsewhere.
I really trusted James and his opinions. Sometimes you let the wrong people influence you.
Natalie has been playing a really innocent and ditzy game this whole time. And now she's throwing her ride or die under the bus? Natalie, it seems like you really do know how to play this game.
In an explosive veto competition, Corey assured Natalie would stay on the block.
Here you go.
Thanks, Nat.
Good job.
And the final 4 considered making Natalie their target.
If you try to compliment her, she gets pissed.
Because she's hiding something.
The part that just makes me mad is I know you guys are right. James definitely started off as my target this week, but Natalie's recent gameplay is making me rethink that idea.
Worried she may be leaving.
I'm going home this week.
Why do you think that? Why do you keep thinking that?
It's in my gut that I'm going home.
Natalie had some harsh words for James.
I swear to you, if you stick with Nicole and Corey and you stay, don't talk to me ever again.
That's really mean to say.
Hoping to reel James back to their side.
I almost just want to call him up here.
Do it.
Paul and Victor told him about Natalie's betrayal.
She basically told us she got some bad advice from you, and she regretted taking that advice.
What?
If Natalie threw my name under the bus, whether she meant to do it maliciously or not, it cuts deep.
I appreciate it. Thanks for your time, buddy.
Thank you.
At the veto meeting,
I've decided not to use the power veto.
the couple's fate was officially sealed.
I'm not sure where the votes will fall. I don't think we have 100% agreed on who's going this year.
Corey tried to reel in free agent James.
What's up, brother?
James is really sad right now, and honestly, I feel bad for him. He's been my boy for a long time now, so it's a real opportunity for me and Nicole to squad back up with James and move forward in this game with him.
While Paul and Victor had similar intentions.
Victor and I are working James, so in the off chance that James stays and wins HOH next week, Victor and I need somewhat of a shot at survival.
The pressure of being on the block took its toll on Natalie and James.
Who are you right now?
Who are you?
At the live eviction,
By a vote of 3-0, Natalie, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
the final 4 clipped James's girl. Slippery race for power. Corey was better than the rest.
Let's go! Yeah! I'm super pumped. I just won HOH. Me and Nicole are guaranteed Final Four.
Paul and Victor felt confident in the Final Four alliance with Nicole.
Everything should be fine. Put up James, and he should be the one that goes home.
But Corey and Nicole had other intentions.
I want to go in the final 3. We're better with James in this house.
Paul and Vic are a very strong duo, but Vic is a comp beast, and he's the biggest threat in the house. So if I have a chance to take a swing at him, I'm going to do it.
You are playing Big Brother. I like it. I like it a lot.
Wanting to ensure their plan would work,
if Nicole and I are going to take a shot at Paul and Victor, we got to make sure that James is on our side.
Nicole solidified a new partnership with James.
What you think we got planned, bro?
think you're going for some big fish this week.
I've trusted Corey and Nicole throughout the whole game. They've always had my best intentions, and it's reciprocated both ways. I just hope that we can ride this thing out to the end.
At the nomination ceremony,
Nominated you, Victor, and you, Paul.
in issue number 3 of the comic book Veto, Super Safety Girl saved the day for Nikori.
Congratulations, Nicole. You won the Golden Power Veto.
But she didn't save Paul or Victor from the block.
I have decided not to use the power of veto.
When the votes were revealed,
By a vote of 2-0, Victor, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Victor pulled an eviction hat trick. Our boy punched his ticket to the final 3.
Congratulations, Paul! You're the new HOH!
He and James solidified a new partnership.
You and I, if we don't work together, we would lose.
This is a great scenario for me because Paul knows if he wants to split this couple up, he's going to need a little backup.
So Paul put the showmance on the block.
I'm nominated you, Corey, and you, Nicole.
With the bases loaded at the veto competition, it was the bottom of the 9th for the final 4.
Whoever wins this veto is basically evicting the next person to the jury house.
And Paul hit a home run.
So I just finished playing my first baseball game ever. And look what I got. I get to choose who comes up to the final 3 with me. I have all the power this week.
At the veto meeting, there was no friendship for Nikori,
I choose not to use the power of veto.
giving the country boy the sole vote to evict.
Corey, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to evict you to give me and Paul a chance to make it in one of those chairs.
Sending Corey to jury in a one-horse open sleigh, jingling all the way.
Cast your vote to evict.
James, towards the end of this game, I worked really hard, not only for myself, but for both of us. But unfortunately, when I needed you the most, you still went behind my back and tried to make deals with Nicole. And unfortunately, I've worked way too hard to get stabbed in the back one last time. So I'm sorry, James, I gotta take Nicole up with me.
It's official, James. You are the last person to be evicted from the Big Brother house.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, you're good, man. Congratulations.
I'm sorry,
buddy.
man.
Congratulations.
I'm sorry.
buddy. Congratulations, buddy. You earned it. All right? I mean that, okay? Look at me, man. You earned it, brother. I'm taking Pop. No, I'm just playing. He's like, no, you better not.
Take your key. Take your key.
I'll get it. All right, buddy. Y'all take care.
Stop. Hi, James. Come on over. Have a seat.
Thank you, but you just made
No,
I'm
that's-
confused about what you said to him.
No.
What deal did I don't get it.
Remember, just don't ask what.
We are tied at 4 votes for Nicole, 4 votes for Paul, which means Davon's final vote decides it. Congratulations, Nicole. You are